The 2022 Winter Olympics, officially known as the 24th Olympic Winter Games and commonly known as Beijing 2022, is an international winter multisport event that is scheduled to take place from 4 to the 20th of February 2022 in Beijing and towns in the neighboring Hebei province, China. Beijing was elected as the host city in July 2015 at the 128th IOC session in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. These games will be the first Winter Olympics to be held in China, the fourth in East Asia, and the last of 3 consecutive Olympics to take place in East Asia, following the 2018 Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang, South Korea, and the 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo, Japan. Beijing will be the 11th city to host the Olympic Games twice, but the first to have hosted both the Summer and Winter Games, having previously hosted the 2008 Summer Olympics. China became the third Asian country to host the Winter Olympics after Japan and South Korea, through the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics, and Beijing became the fourth city in Asia to host the Winter Olympics after Sapporo, Nagano and Pyeongchang. Also, by hosting the 2022 Winter Olympics, China became the 9th country in the world to host both the Summer and Winter Olympics. The city project includes the use of 4 existing indoor venues that were built for the 2008 Summer Olympics, and the Beijing National Stadium will be used again as the ceremony's venue. There have been a number of concerns and controversies at the 2022 Winter Olympics. Calls have been made to boycott the 2022 Winter Olympics due to the 2019 leak of the Xinjiang papers, the 2019-20 Hong Kong protests, China's hostage diplomacy and human rights abuses in Xinjiang. The bidding calendar was announced by the IOC in October 2012, with the application deadline set for the 14th of November 2013. The IOC Executive Board reviewed the bids from all applicant cities on the 7th of July 2014 and selected 3 cities, Oslo as the final candidates. Several cities withdrew their applications during the bidding process, citing the high costs or the lack of local support for hosting the games. Oslo, which had been considered the clear frontrunner, withdrew after its application to the Norwegian Parliament for funding of the Olympics was rejected. Public reception to the application for funding had been highly negative due to cost concerns after the cost overruns of the 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi, and especially revelations about a series of hospitality-related demands that had been reportedly made by the IOC. The demands notably included diva-like demands for luxury treatment for the IOC members themselves, such as special lanes on all roads only to be used by IOC members and a cocktail reception at the Royal Palace with drinks paid for by the royal family. Several commentators pointed out that such demands were unheard of in a Western democracy. Slate described the IOC as a notoriously ridiculous organization run by grifters and hereditary aristocrats. Beijing was selected as host city of the 2022 Winter Olympics after beating Almaty by 4 votes on the 31st of July 2015 at the 128th IOC session in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. In February 2021, Beijing announced that the 26 venues for these sports would be running on entirely renewable energy. 5 ice events will be held at the Olympic Green, the Capital Indoor Stadium and the Beijing Wuxong Sports Center, which were some of the main venues of the 2008 Summer Olympics. Since the start of 2009, the Beijing Olympic Village on the Olympic Green has been occupied by fixed residents. Therefore, there was a need to build a second village on a smaller scale to the Winter Olympics. These new buildings were located in the southern area of Olympic Green on the area of the National Olympic Sports Center. The big air snowboarding and freestyle skiing events will be held in a new area of urban development in Shijingshan District, a district in urban area of Beijing. Yanqing District is a suburban district of Beijing. Competitions for luge, bobsleigh and alpine skiing will be held in Xiuhatuo mountain area in the village Greater Juankar of the west of Zhangshanying in Yanqing District, northwest of urban area of Beijing. 90 kilometers away from the city center of Beijing and 17.5 kilometers away from the town of Yanqing, using artificial snow because of the rarity of natural snow in this region. All other skiing events will be held in Taizicheng area in Zhongli district, Zhangjiakou city, Hebei province. It is 220 kilometers in tourism during the 2015-16 snow season for a 31.6% growth over the previous season. In 2016, it was announced that Zhongli received 2.185 million tourists, an increase of 30% from the previous season. During the first snow season after winning the Olympic bid, the snow season lasted for 5 months from November, during which Zhongli has hosted 36 competitions and activities, such as Far East Cup and Children's Skiing International Festival. A total of 23 skiing camps have also been